This is John Sway with another episode of In My Own Words. So it's Friday. It's the end of another busy, action-packed week. And the vibe is don't turn your back on me. Think about these three things that are figuratively screaming, don't turn your back on me. Those three things are the current issues that we're facing as a nation, the progress that you made this week, and self-care. So going with the issues, racism. That's something that we've been dealing with for a long time in America, since the beginning of America. Racism. The situation that went down this week, it's produced some great conversation. It's produced some great content and outpouring of rage and disgust for injustice. But as we go into this weekend, we can't turn our back on racism just because we're tired of seeing it and we're exhausted. Yeah, we're exhausted, but we got to keep on going. We can't use it as an excuse to say, well, it is the way it is, and whatever person isn't going to actually be convicted of whatever for whatever reason. So, it was a nice run, but let's get back to reality. We got to change reality. And we can do that by not turning our back and by not turning down the heat. So don't turn your back on the issues. Secondly, this has been a very trying week on the work side of it. You got to keep that progress going, whether you progressed a step, 2 steps, half a step, whatever it was progress. And you shouldn't lose that. So again, don't undermine that progress, whatever it was, whether it was a little bit, it was progress and it belongs to you. Don't throw it in the trash. So progress. Don't turn your back on that. And last but least, self-care. I had a great mentor in college, and she's really still a great mentor in my life post-college. And one thing that she would always tell me, especially in college when we would get closer to those breaks that would happen at certain times of the year, is she would say, do something that you like to do. So I encourage you to do that in the form of self-care. Do something that you like to do, whether it's 10 minutes this weekend or whether it's an hour or whether it's a few hours if you're fortunate enough for that. But do something that you want to do, that you like to do. Because again, it goes back to what it takes to train the body when we exercise. You work out to break down muscles to build it up. This week, hopefully, you've been working hard enough to break down certain things, such as our processes and the way that we operate and our efficiency. We break all of that down each week to build it back up into something even better, so we can be even more efficient and so we can grow as people and as professionals. So as you do whatever you want to do to take care of that self-care, remember, whether it's 10 minutes or whether it's an hour or whether you're fortunate enough to do it longer, you can't skip that step. You have to do it, because you got to be able to build yourself back up and recuperate so that you can go into next week strong. Because if you don't, you're going to be like a car that's wearing down, that's breaking down. You're going to have this issue, and the car is going to keep on moving, but it's not going to be as forceful as it once was. It's not going to move as fast as it once did because it's hurting. It needs that tune up. So tune yourself up this weekend, whether it's 10 minutes or whether it's longer, but get it in. So again, don't turn your back on me. Don't turn your back on the current issues. Don't turn your back on your process. And don't turn your back on self-care. All right, have a good weekend, y'all. See you on Monday.